As a winery or a vineyard, if you want to increase the sale of your wine, one easy, free, effective way to sell your wine is definitely with a mobile app. You can see that consumers tend to spend a lot of time on mobile applications versus simply a mobile web, meaning a web browser, where usually you will find your e-commerce website where you can sell some of your wine if you wish. We have something which is also much more effective. For example, we have double the chance to sell on a mobile app than, once again, a web browser. Same here, buyer conversions is triples. And then cart abandonment, we hardly have anything when it comes to the mobile applications. And there's a lot of reason for that. There's quite a few tools which are to our disposal, which are very effective. Here's some of them. The first tool we use is push notification, which make a lot of sense because we know that most people are carrying their mobile devices all the time. So receiving a message which is personalized, timely, and often at the right place is a very effective way to communicate and engage your customer base. Also, the way you want it is to make sure that the message is going to be worthy of sharing. Because this is what you want to increase your customer base. You want them to share your message and say, hey, oh, by the way, I received this message which is worthy to be seen by you as well. The second one we use is in-app messaging. Let's say they use the mobile app, they look for suggestions, and it happens to be that it's precisely what they're looking for, is your wine. And that's one way to be able to define yourself from your competitors and have a click to action which is going to increase your customers. And then you have text message. When a user is rating your wine or commenting, they will be receiving an automated text message. Those are much more effective way of communication because text get read 98% of the time versus an email with about 20-22% of the time. And that's one way to engage in a much more effective way your customer base. So this is the text that we are using. Now let me show you from the perspective of the wine consumer. So here we have the Wannabe mobile application. There's a lot of tools, but there's some which are more used than others. For example, they have the wine list here. So this is their listing. They like to keep a listing of all the wine they have purchased. They can easily add them to their favorite, buy it again. Another way to do it as well, if you go to suggestions, they say, for example, a lot of ways to be able to create the criteria they're looking for, but one quick one is best buy under $20. So this is where you want to be. You want to be onto this. So when people are looking for wine easily, that your wine should appear into this one. And let's say, for example, we go for the first one and we say plus plus, and then we like this one, we like this one. We simply do checkout, deliver here, and there we can pay for it. So as you could see, that is so easy to purchase that people are more likely to come back and purchase some more of your wine. So this is one way. Another tool that is often used for, if we go to the barcode, which is right here, and we take the barcode right here for this wine, here we can see we have a 7. So here we have all the information related to this specific wine. And let's say I like it, so I'm going to record it. And then I can easily go to view similar if I want alternative. This is where you want to be too. So you want to be able to be offered as alternative to wine which are specific to what you're looking for, meaning ready to purchase. Another way to do it, if you go to menu, for example, and we go to buy your wine here, we have a lot of wine offers, which is defined by all the wineries. So they're more likely to buy, once again, a specific case of all the kind of wine that you have. So let's say, for example, we go here, and there again, you have all the wine which you are selling. The library is often used to be able to engage the consumer to understand what wine is all about. So this is all the information. So very short video, very short animations, and people enjoy being able to view them. So you can see why a lot of people will want to come back onto the app and then purchase from your wines, because it's easy, it's interesting, it's entertaining, they learn something, and that's the way that we are able to sell more of your wines. So now let me show you how easy it is to add your wine onto the mobile applications. To add your wine to the application Wannabe and give your wines the visibility it deserves is very simple. All you have to do is to go to Wannabe website, and here you can see that it's very much a platform to unite you with the wine consumers. So we're just like on the middle ground here. So sell your wine DTC. There's plenty of information onto this website to help you out to increase your customer base as well as be able to serve well the ones you already have. I urge you to have a look at it. There's a lot of information onto here. But what we are interested right now is just to get started. Here's our pricing page because we also offer marketing services. In a sense, it's just like full packages. So here you can have like to personalize it to the maximum so you don't pay more than necessary. Here's the, for example, the average price of your wine. Let's say you have a red and a white, that would be 2 type, and you have that many cases, let's say, and that would be the price for the marketing. But right now, what we are interested in is something which is free. As I said, it's the visibility, which is the free DTC mobile app. So this is where we get started. The first step is the onboarding. We have only 3 steps to go through, so it's very simple. Here, usually you have already the information relevant is the one to reach you. So this is the admin contact informations. We go next. Here's the login informations, meaning anything to do with the login name. I usually can add here info at and then name of company, because if others of your employees ask to access the platform, something more generic would be better. Be adding a password, and we go for next. Here's the winery information. That means the brand that wine consumers know you for. And here we often have a lot of winery already on the app, so I urge you first to have a look if yours is already there. In our particular case, ours isn't, so simply click here, and I will be adding the information, the name of our test winery. Go to the website, we'll take one already exists, we have an address, and there we go. That's finished. So that was that simple. I would be expecting an email, so let's go for the email. And here we get it, onboarding confirmation. This is my login name, and this is my link. Here's the name and the password. So this is the dashboard. This is usually where you get all the information about the numbers of views, quantity sold, revenue, and so on. Here's the information, and you also have the reviews and comments from the people who have noted or commented onto your wine. But first step is we will be adding one wine right now. All we have to do is to go to the wine list, and we do add wine. Here the one we will be adding is, I usually take copy-paste from the website. It should be quite simple. For test purposes, $20 for the sale. Flavor type. Okay, flavor type, usually you should know this. For example, the Pinot Noir is fruity and light. If it's white, this is and then it's for the sweet. So the information. But if you're unsure, I will give you a trick to do that. So I'm going to choose this one and go back to my app. And if we go to suggestion here at the bottom, and we go to flavor type right here, and I'm not sure if it's like fruity or medium body, or it is fruity or light. So all I have to do is select them, go to compare the two, and here are all the characteristics very much for both of them. So that would be ideal for you to choose the correct one, because this is something which is greatly used. Product type is a red, the year 2019. Product description, if you want to be a bit more precise, Canada. For test purposes, we go for Ontario, bench, Le Carrier, and then we go for the alcohol, sugar level if you have it. Barcode. Barcode, if you already have one, well, that's a no-brainer, but if you don't, I usually use my phone number, and I change the number at the end. So in that particular case, I will put number 12. So that means the product code will be number 12. So this is your internal or not. And all I have to do now is to choose a picture to associate it. Well, we usually take JPEG. JPEG, just like this, is perfect, so that's the way it will appear onto the app. A couple more information here if I wanted to, because here we have 3 different experiences for our app user. We have the free, we have the advanced, and we have the pro. So if I show you again what it looks like on the app, we go to wine list. We take, let's go archive here. And here's all the information. So this is the information for the free experience. We go here and we have the advanced experience, and we have more information for the pro version, including here we have even the technical sheets, which we often like to share. So this is something we have seen used a lot. People will say, okay, I will give you all the information related to this wine, because once again, we are the ones simply relying the information from you directly to the consumer. So there's no middleman here. This is you to them. And there's also the website, which we'll urge you to add. So all the information is there, relevant again to the same thing. So those 3 experiences, this is what we want to include. So for now, we be adding, this is the information, classifications, if you have it, once again. Intensity for pairing is important if you want it to appear. So this one is pretty light, as is with Pinot. It's a Pinot Noir 100%. Culture, this one is Resund. Label type, once again, if you're not sure what they are, you go simply onto the question, exclamation mark. Closure type, temperature, the website. So if you have the websites, we have it here. I will be added here. This is the website which is for your wineries directly. That's for the advanced experience. Otherwise, you can go here and put the wine which is related directly to the page where you have all the information for your wines. Choose a type file here. So this is the PDF file I was showing you earlier. And that's about it to make sure that I can appear onto the web page. So the next step here is very simple. It's just a matter to have a look at all the details which are here and here. So if you're happy with that, we're good. Otherwise, we need to add a price right here. So that's the selling price, and then that's the price we're usually known for. Let's say other shop will tend to sell it that price, but that's the one you're selling it for. Usually it's the same, but if there's discrepancies, this is where you simply add it there. So here, once again, you have all the information you can easily review, which still looks pretty awesome. Perfect. Now let's have a look if it works. So there's two ways to be able to find that out. The first one is if you go to my wine list and I look for a wine which is similar to the one which has added, which is fruity and light. So I click this one and I can say, okay, yeah, fruity and light. I can see it here, and I say I want something which is similar. Now you can see that Estate Pinot Noir is just right there. So now I know that if, for example, we want to have some variety, we want something a bit different, your wine is going to appear. I can record it, put it in my favorite. I can even find out where it is as long as your address is correct, or all the addresses where we can find your wine, that can be added as well. I can also share it, which once again is something which is often used. So this is all the information. So this is great. Now if I go back to my wine list, I can see now it is there. If I want, for example, go to and I say red, fruity and light, once again I will have something which is good quality, price range correct, something good in good range, and I go to recommend for me. So I can see this, my wine is one again offered. So this is what you want. You know, it's very simple and it's very easy to add. Now let's try to go for a step further. Let's try to get it paid for the wine. So someone wants to buy it, well, it would be that easy. I will show you how to do that. So to do that is very simple. You go first to user profile and payment credential. Obviously, you want to be paid for it. So what will happen is the payment will go directly to you. So it doesn't go anywhere to our app. It's very much, it's just a connection once again to your own payment, but we need to know where to pay it to. So here is the person for the PayPal. So simply go in here, you go to business, to the link, you log into your account. If you don't have one, I will simply require for you to create one, and it's very useful to have. Now all I have to do is the merchant ID, Control copy, done. So now we go for Square, same thing. I have already the link which is provided. So here I have a couple of tests. This one I'll call it 3. So all you have to do is to make sure you're into application, because this is where we have, it's an app. We go to plus, you call it Wannabe, so you know which one it is. I'm going to call it test 3. I say save. Now you can see that it appear here. You do open it. Now you have sandbox and production, so there's no need to go for test because it's already been tested. We simply go for production. Now there's two numbers we're interested in. Application ID, which is this one. Once again, control copy. And we click here and we need the access token. And then the update. Job done. So it's all done. You have to do them together. It's important. You can't just do like PayPal today and tomorrow Square. So once you have the information, it's all done. So now when there's a payment who has to be sent, it will go directly to you, the full amount. So now we want to make sure that the one is going to appear. So let's go into details. So here's the information, and we go to my offer. So what I will say is if you buy a case of 12 of this one, I will be giving you 5% discount. And if you buy a 6, I'll be giving you $2 discount. And for the delivery, if you buy 12s, it's going to cost you $10, let's say. This is it. If you add some other one you can add to the offer, that would be here. And you just simply say save. So this is done. This is updated. Now let's have a look at the gallery where my wine offer is going to appear. So where we want to appear is this. Is when you go to menu and you go to buy your wine here. You want here to be into this list here. So let's go for that. Get the information, your advert, add advert, title. I already prepared the information, it's right here. Usually the title is simply the name of your vineyard or your winery. The subtitle is mainly something that's going to attract the attentions, which is usually your slogan. And description, try to have something which is people will be relating to. So example here, I use a lot of well-known cépage where people will say, okay, yeah, I would like to taste those ones. And then I add it here. Let's go for a picture. So this is the size we need, 2500 by 915. So let's have something which is quite attractive. And just for the sake of it, I will be adding a video. 30 seconds is plenty. Viewing time for a video is 30 seconds. If it's a picture, you need to put 1 second. So something has to be filled here. And the rest is fine. So all I have to do is save. Okay, all done. Let's see if that works. So this is the page. I'm simply going to refresh it. And there it will appear. So this is all the information which is relevant. I can even like put a little like here, like which you will be seeing appearing. You have the information and you have the video, which is right here. So that's offer a kind of nice introduction to your winery once again. If you click here for all the offer, now you can see I have a truck which is in front of my wine. All I have to do is click here and say, well, this is the amount I want. This is the discount will appear here. I do checkout, delivery, and here's the payment for the wine. So it's that simple. As you could see, like, you know, it's no brainer to get it set up. Now, another good neat thing as well, if you click on this, on the wine, and you say, for example, we'll be adding a rating. Now, we can go back here, and if you go to your wine list, and you go to details, you can see all this appearing. So you can have a true contact with your customer. You can really see who have purchased it, who has rated. You can communicate with them if you want to, and this is where the text get relevant because you start to exchange with them, get them involved into a very effective message system, which is a text instead of emails. Save as favorite, and here you will be able to see all the view and all the comments is going to appear will be right here. So this is the way we start. Once again, it's all free for the exposure. It's just a matter to make much more simplified for all the consumers to access to your wine and get it delivered and purchase it. So thank you for listening, and if you have any more information, please contact me. Thank you.